Hi everyone, my name is Isha and welcome to my channel. So, have you ever felt that when you are trying to manifest something or trying to achieve something in your life, your faith is tested the most? You face a lot of obstacles, a lot of problems, which makes you think that whatever I'm trying to achieve, with whatever I'm trying to manifest, is actually meant for me or not, whether I should give up upon it, or maybe this is not my destiny, this is not meant for me, this is not my life's purpose, or I should give up upon it and try to achieve something else, right? So all of us have faced these type of problems in our life, and at that tough time, maybe you give up and you feel that it is not meant for me. But there can be few people who didn't give up in any situation. They kept on trying, they kept on, putting in hard work, and they didn't even, give up for a single second. Those are the people who achieved everything in life, right? So important thing here is not what you're trying to achieve, but the important thing is what is your intention behind it. Why do you want to achieve it so badly? What purpose it is going to solve in future for you and for everybody around you? So whenever you are trying to manifest something, it should have a proper purpose, a divine purpose, and your intention should be very, very pure, very, very pious, so that universe becomes so courageous to give you what you want, right? So universe always help those who have courage, those who don't give up in any situation, no matter how hard situations come. So when you are trying to achieve something, just before that situation, your just before that victory, your situation may become the worst. You will feel that world is falling, and sky is falling upon your head. But trust me, that is the time when everything is turning around in your favor, right? Just like when planets were formed, everything was gloomy, the whole universe was glooming, there was um, a lot of turmoil is happening in universe, but that is the time when everything was settling around, right? So whenever problems comes in your life, don't think that it is happening to make you uncomfortable, to defeat you, to keep you away from your victory. But that is the time when universe is making you so uncomfortable that you try even harder, you push yourself even harder, so that you can achieve what you didn't even dreamt of achieving in life. Because when we have the toughest situation, there are two things you can do. One, you may give up, thinking that, oh, it is not meant for me, it cannot happen, that's why so many problems are coming. And second thing is having faith in universe, that all this is happening to make you even stronger, to make you even worthier of the thing what you are praying for, what you are trying to manifest, right? So on this note, I'm going to share a small story with you. So this story is of Parvati and Mahadeva. Parvati was observing that Mahadeva was aging. Every day, there were a lot of silver hair growing on Mahadeva's head, and his face was fully covered with wrinkles, and his body was becoming weak every day. So Parvati asked, how could Mahadev become old? So she asked Mahadeva that how is it that you are aging and you are becoming old? So Mahadeva said, I am doing all this to test faith of one of my devotee. And that devotee was no one else than Indra. So Mahadeva said, whenever I want to give something to my devotee, the first thing I do is test his faith. Right? So, whosoever devotes Mahadev, that person should know that Mahadeva really, really tests their devotees a lot. But the reward which he gives is beyond your imagination. So similarly, on the same grounds, Mahadeva was testing Indra. You know, problem of Indra was that, of course, he was playing Mahadeva, but his inherent nature was really proudy. So Mahadeva changed his look completely. Even his moon and serpent was also not visible. So when Indra entered Kailasha, he saw Mahadeva, but he could not recognize Mahadeva. He could not recognize Shiva. So, by mistake, he tripped over Mahadeva and immediately apologized that, oh sage, I hope I didn't hurt you. But Mahadeva was in his samadhi. He was, not opening his eyes to see Indra. And it made Indra so angry that I am talking to the sage and the sage is not replying to me. That was his, ego. So he asked the sage again and again, are you hurt? Are you hurt? But Mahadeva was not replying. On seeing this, Indra became so angry that he brought out his Vajra to hurt that sage, Shiva. On seeing this, Mahadeva became so angry that this deity, this Dev was praying for me from so long, but still he doesn't have humility in him. So on seeing this, he became so angry that his third eye was about to open to burn Indra completely. On seeing this, Indra became so frightened and he was so scared of Shiva that he came there with Brahaspati, the guru of all the devtas, and he said, "Please protect me from Shiva's anger." Right? But Shiva was so angry that his faith was a lie. He's a liar. He doesn't have faith in me. That's why he was misbehaving with me, thinking that I am some random sage. So it means Indra has no respect for everybody. But then Brahaspati, really pleaded in front of Shiva that please don't do this. If you will, burn down Indra again, this whole Brahmanda will come under danger. So, on listening to this, Shiva felt that, of course, if I'll do this, it may create a lot of problems. So he said, because I have opened my eyes, that that burn has to go somewhere. That flame has to go there somewhere. It cannot be reversed. So Brahaspati said, okay, I'll find an alternative where your flame can go. So he said, you can put your flame in Sheer Sagar, the ocean of milk, where it can, Sheer Sagar only has this power to absorb your flame. So Shiva said, okay. So he directed his flame in Sheer Sagar. And on receiving the flame of Mahadeva, by the Sheer Sagar, an infant was born who was named Jalandhar, right? Because he was under the Jal, so he was named Jalandhar. So, with this story, we got to know that at every point of time, your faith will be tested. So, whenever you are most, you're closest to your victory, your faith will be tested the most. And as we have heard that Indra's faith did not pass the test of Shiva. So whenever you face such problems in life, you have to make sure when the problems reach to their peak and you feel that okay, nothing is working out in my favor and maybe universe is putting all the problems in my way, then don't feel that things are not working out, but that is the exact time when your faith is working out in your favor. So moving on with the story, what happened next, that flame which turned into a kid, into a infant, and that infant became a very very strong demon later on in his life, and he married a very beautiful woman named Vrinda. So, all the demons come in front of Jalandhar and said that all the devtas have really, betrayed us. They took all the ratnas which came out of Sheer Sagar and they betrayed us. Now we want all our treasure back. Now you have to go and fight with devtas. So on hearing this, um, Jalandhar became so angry that yes, I have to do this for my, you know, fellow demons. So he went to his father, which was Sheer Sagar, the ocean basically. So ocean said, "Don't try to do this. You are born out of me, and you have to understand whatever comes in me. I give it back to the universe. Whatever comes down to Sheer Sagar, whatever comes down in ocean gives it back with it waves. So you also have to be that person in life. Whatever universe gifts you with, you have to pay it back. Don't have that greed within you that you want everything. So the here we got the another lesson from here, that whatever you receive from universe, always have this intention to pay it back to the universe. The more you have this intention of paying back to the universe, more things universe will gift you, more rewards you will receive from universe. But Jalandhar was not listening to this, and he said, "No, I want my treasure back from Devtas." So, on hearing this, Sheer Sagar gave up and said, "Okay, do whatever you want to do, whatever you feel you should do." So, as usual, now, all the Devtas were very scared that what will happen now, right? They all went to Vishnu, the preserver, but right now Vishnu was not in a state to help them. So they thought, now who will protect us? Now Narada said, okay, if the preserver is not in a position to help us, who will help us now? Mahadeva, the destroyer, will help us. So, on this note, Narada went to Jalandhar, and Narada said in his very mischievous ways to Jalandhar that, okay, you have a very beautiful wife, Vrinda, but do you know she's not the most beautiful one? So he said, "No, I'm very happy with my wife." But he said, "No, you deserve the best in the universe." So Jalandhar asked, "Then who is the best?" So he said, "The best woman in this world is Parvati. She's the most beautiful one." So on hearing this, Jalandhar became so excited that who is this beautiful woman? Right? And Narada kept on praising Parvati. He kept on, defining her beauty in so many different ways that Jalandhar felt that I am the one who deserves Parvati, not Mahadeva. So on this note, Jalandhar moved to Kailasha, where she tried to have Parvati under his own custody, because he believed that he's the one who deserved Parvati. So once he entered Kailasha, he saw Parvati and he took the form of Mahadeva, right? So he took the form of Mahadeva, and when Parvati saw Jalandhar, obviously he was in the form of Shiva, but she is Mahamaya. She knows everything what is happening in the universe. So she said, okay, maybe you have the body, the shape of Mahadeva, but do you have the heart of Mahadeva? So, on this note, he felt very embarrassed. But Parvati said, okay, maybe you may copy somebody, but you may not copy the soul, the heart of that person. So, if you want to achieve something in life, it happens with us also. Many a times we feel very jealous of the person. Oh, why this person is so beautiful? Why this person has so many good things in life? Why this person is the best companion in life? Why not I have it? So, instead of, making us so capable that we can also achieve it, we try jealousy and many other bad ways to get what the other person have. We do not try to improve ourselves as a person, but we try to make bad things appear in our life by very bad intentions, such as jealousy or something like that. So on this note, Parvati disappeared just by saying, maybe you may have a frame of Mahadeva, but you do not have soul of Mahadeva. So again, Mahadeva, when Mahadeva got to know about this, he became so angry, and he visited Vishnu. He said, "This is your duty to kill Jalandhar, and you are, you know, not fulfilling your duty as the preserver of Brahmanda. What are you doing?" So Vishnu said, my hands are bound because my wife Lakshmi is not letting me kill Jalandhar, because both Lakshmi and Jalandhar came out of Shir Sagar, and because of this they are brother and sister. So Lakshmi didn't want Vishnu to kill Jalandhar, right? So he said, I don't know what to do. I am so bound because of my wife. So Mahadeva said, there is only one way to kill Jalandhar. Jalandhar have all his powers, not because he's so capable, but his wife has, so much purity in her soul. And Vrinda, Jalandhar's wife, was a firm devotee of Vishnu. She used to pray Vishnu every day, right? And she was such a firm believer of Vishnu that she always prayed that keep me pure as I am always. So Vishnu, Mahadeva said, you have to destroy the purity of Vrinda. On hearing this, Vishnu became so anxious that how can I do this with my own devotee who is, really praying me day and night? Instead of giving her a boon, I am destroying her purity. How can I do this? And Mahadeva said, we are, not bound. We are not, not bound as per earthly things. Human beings may have choices what they want to do and what they don't want to do, but we, the preserver and destroyer, are really bound by the universe. Our prime duty is to protect universe. For that we may have to do things which we should not. Like I killed my own son Ganesha, I had to behead him, but then what? It was a must thing to do at that time. Similarly, maybe this will create problem for you. Your heart is not allowing you to do it. But this is your dharma to protect universe. Till the time you will not destroy the purity of Vrinda, you will not be able to protect this whole universe. So you have to take that blame. You have to take that curse from Vrinda by destroying her purity. And Vishnu became so helpless that time. Just see the irony here, that Vishnu, the preserver, was supposed to do something which was so malicious, right? And he had to do it, he had to do the bad thing to protect the universe, and his intentions were absolutely pure. So he had to do this, right? So again, Vishnu went to Vrinda in the form of Jalandhar, where he destroyed the purity of Vrinda. And Vrinda, he was able to disguise Vrinda because she could smell the smell of water from Vishnu, right? So but at last, when Vrinda realized that it is not her husband but it is Vishnu himself to whom she was praying day and night, she became so disheartened that she cursed Vishnu. She cursed that the way you have destroyed my purity, similarly, your wife's purity will also be tried when you will take the form of Rama. Somebody will come to destroy the purity of your wife in that lifetime. So, here we have got to know that to save the universe, to save, the whole Brahmanda, even preserver had to take the curse. He took the curse even though he was not supposed to, because his intentions were pure. So at times in life, when you are trying to achieve something, you have to go through the tough path. You have to follow the tougher ways. But if your intentions are pure, you may receive the karma, but your intentions are pure, then the whole universe will protect you. Universe will support you in so many ways that you will feel okay. That is why it was happening with me. I had to take the tough calls. I have to take those decisions which were so hard for me, and I didn't want to take those decisions. But once you completely surrender yourself to universe, and trust me, that is the time when universe will guide you in so many ways and give you courage to walk those paths. So, on this note, I just want to tell you that your faith will be tested at each and every point. But it is important that you do not give up. Do not give up in any situation. Just keep on trying to achieve what you want. And there is nothing in this whole universe which can stop you. Just keep on walking that path and you will achieve what you want. Have courage, right? So, thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you're liking my videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. I will come with new videos soon. Thank you so much, everybody.